Everest Dark is out in theaters, and by the way, this is a terrible poster that suggests some kind of horror film. It's not. It's a new documentary feature directed by Jeremy Watt. It tells the story of Mingma Sherpa, a Nepali Sherpa renowned in the mountaineering community for his lengthy career, during which he ascended Mount Everest 19 times and was also the first Nepali to climb K2. The film explains how he stopped climbing after the deadly earthquake in 2015, fearing that he might never come back home from another expedition. But then he decides, a couple of years after, decides to organize one more expedition, not to reach the summit, but to clean up the mountain by removing some of the over 200 bodies of people who died there. And the movie follows that journey. So this is a bit of a weird one because I do think there are some absolutely amazing things about the film. As someone who hikes and who loves hiking and who was to the Himalayas just a few months ago, I mean, the views and cinematography are simply breathtaking. To the point it makes you wonder how the fuck did they even shoot this? Because it's clearly not just GoPros and drones, but a professional camera. How did they haul it up a mountain, even all the way up to Hillary Step, which is what, 8,800 meters up almost? So it is very, very impressive technically, and very impressive in the sense that it shows you just how insanely dangerous and hard it is to climb mountains this high. It is also interesting because of the way it presents the Nepalese beliefs and humility and approach to mountains and climbing. I mean, the whole reason for the journey is framed as Mingma wanting to appease the god of the mountain. And of course, it is a noble goal to strive for, to remove the bodies and to take them back home in itself. However, the latter part of the film feels a bit weird, narratively speaking, because they built this thing up as a mission to clean up the mountain entirely, but then first, they can't even find any bodies, which are buried in the snow and ice. Then they are notified of one of the climbers spotting a body near the Hillary Step, and they can't even begin to move it because it's frozen and there's a line of other climbers waiting to pass. And finally, they manage to help another expedition bring down one body, and that's the end of it all. And the film implies that this is a triumph, that mission was accomplished. Well, doesn't really feel like it. Feels like one small step in an otherwise impossible, daunting task that realistically will never be finished because it cannot be. It makes you think how hopeless the entire idea is, and also how fucked up it is that Everest continues to gain popularity as a sort of challenge destination for the rich, resulting in overcrowding, resulting in more deaths. So tonally, I think it ends in a weird place, trying to hit a hopeful and slightly triumphant note, but not really being that, which is why it wasn't as great as I thought it was gonna be at the beginning. But still, the things that are good about the movie that I mentioned before are in fact very good. So if you're a fan of mountains, of hiking, of views of nature like that, landscapes, I would say it is still worth checking out.